kind of with a day and then go see two guardians.
That's still happening for you?
Yeah, I got 2 more points.
You have more brain dead people?
Same. Awful. Yeah, pathways.
Okay.
All right.
The first 3 items we have, these are ceremonial resolutions. I know the first one, Councilwoman McGraw, I think you worked more closely with Jordan Frank perhaps than I did, if you wanted to expound on that.
I think we've had a bumper crop of fantastic silver award winners this year. So Jordan Frank is another one who her project has been going on for a long time now. She was very helpful in working with Ray and the Highway Department on some realignment and some speed control issues in the Country Club neighborhood. So she did a fantastic job.
Great. Thank you. Number 2, we have ceremonial resolution honoring the participants and winners of the 2019 Niskuna Art Out. So you can see in the room, we have all of the individuals who participated in the Art Out. Their art is hanging. You can notice also some of the award winners. Grand prize being to my right. If you're watching on the screen, it's to your left, although I don't think you can see it. 3, we have a ceremonial resolution honoring Amy Houlihan. She was our town assessor for the past 30 years. So we are going to bring her back out and thank her for her many years of dedicated service to the town. And then continuing on 4, I guess, Paul, this is you.
You can do 4.
Or I could do 4. 4, this is standard issue practice. We're going to be calling for the public hearing on the preliminary budget for the town of Niskuna for the 2020 budget. We're going to hold the public hearing in November, and then later after the public hearing is held, we're going to be passing the final budget. So that's part of that whole budget passage process. Number 5, who would like to take number 5? Okay, Ray.
Number 5 is a resolution authorizing the sale of certain surplus vehicles, one of which is the one that I brought to committee that the motor blew up and is not worth repairing. So we got that and I think 3 other vehicles that we have replaced in the last few months from last year's bonding. So I'm going to get rid of all them before the winter comes, before the budget ends for the year to get the money back in to the budget. So we just want to get these resoed and then put them right on the auction. We've taken the pictures of them and everything. We're ready to go. We just need the authorization.
Great. Thank you.
Number 6, resolution authorize the purchase of a truck. This is a 2018 truck. It's a brand new truck, never been driven. It was something that was bought. We actually bought the twin to it last year. Great deal on it. It's on Onondaga County bid. We can't even buy a pickup for what we're buying a full-size crew cab rack truck for. So the first one was great. We think it'll be a great addition to our fleet and kind of need it. I think that's it for me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ray.
Great. Thank you. Next up, Matt Yetto.
Number 7 is a resolution to authorize a outside user sewer agreement on Englewood. Paul has all the paperwork. I think they're pretty much ready to go, right, Paul?
She's already signed, but I think she's in the works of trying to get it.
She's trying to line up a
Sooner than
contractor.
later.
Yep. Okay. That was an existing line that was installed part of, is that Park? What's the subdivision up there on Park Ridge? So I don't know why they didn't do the extension when they did that, but they ran a line by the house, but they never tied her in. 8, this is the resolution to approve the emergency contract with Schultz to do the Trottingham Imperial Drive sewer force main repair. And I talked to Paul earlier today. I'd like to try to include the paving for this too, because we're getting close to the end of the paving season, and a lot of the pavers are pushing us back, saying that they can't get to us pretty soon. But HMA and some other pavers have shown interest in coming in and doing the work. HMA would hold their pay or their rate from last year as well. So Josh Hawley from our office is meeting with them this week and a couple other contractors to try to get a price, because right now it's exposed, it's just gravel, and every time it rains it gets a little worse, and I'd like to try to get that resolved. But the total contract price with Schultz came in at $277,335. 9 is the paving that I mentioned.
Well, now you know.
Any questions? on
No,
that?
we've really
Hopefully you can
gone
get that
through it.
done.
Number
It'll
10.
be a lot easier to maintain in the winter.
Yeah, I definitely don't want it to go through the winter.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
10 is a resolution to employ a maintenance worker in the water and sewer crew.
Mhm.
We lost the guy, he'll be, I think he's one more weekend and he's gone, going to Capel.
Oh.
So we had 2 good applicants last time. We hired the one. I'd like to get the other guy in that we interviewed.
Good.
11 is the dump truck that we've been talking about for the last 3 months. We finally got around to getting the bid specs together and the mini bid. We did find a truck locally. There's one over on at Metro Ford that is slightly larger than what we originally wanted, but it has everything we want. We did talk about moving money to pay for this truck out of the fund. Is it fund balance, Paul? What was that you were using for the vehicles? Was it fund balance for pickup trucks? We graded that earlier this year.
Yeah.
No? Anyway, we had originally planned on a slightly smaller truck, but we also did not buy a new Jeep that we had planned. We ended up taking one from the building department, so we did save money there. Hopefully we can make that work out, because I'd rather get a truck now and then wait for one 6 months from now.
Mhm.
It's local, and it's a slightly larger than a 1-ton dump truck. Twelve is the resolution to award a contract for the annual post-closure monitoring at our landfill. We had a 3-year contract with BNL. We went out to did an RFP, got quotes, and someone else came in lower. And it's $4,500 per year, which is about $5,000 cheaper than the next highest one. So, and it's a local company as well.
Good for you.
Great.
13, award a contract to Mid-State Industries to replace 2 roofs down at the water plant. They have money in the budget for other things, but we can move it around. And I talked to Paul already. We have some extra money in our electricity line from this year. We can cover that with that.
Did you find these deteriorating that you need to do it?
Yeah, one is leaking, and one still has the original concrete roof that just over the years they would put like driveway sealant on. So this is a real rubber roof over the top of it. Yeah, I don't want to keep doing annual maintenance on a roof that is not really the proper way to do it. So
Yeah.
this would be the correct way to fix it. 14 is a resolution to award a contract to AIT Technologies out of Texas to come in and look at our sludge dryer, to evaluate it, and to make recommendations on repairs for going forward to begin use of it again at the sewer plant. This company made up of former employees of the original manufacturer of the dryer, so they have over 20 years of combined experience. That's $13,500. 15 is just a resolution to approve the reconciliation for the second quarter 2019 for the corporate utility bills. That's all I have. Any questions?
No, thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Matt?
Thank you. Okay, Paul?
Do you want to talk about budget mods again?
Yeah,
or think we're
I
good?
think we covered budget mods unless anyone has a question. I'm
More
okay with
more
that.
questions.
Okay,
No, you did a good. Thank you.
great. So we can move on to number 17. I think we have Mike Stevens. There he is.
This is a resolution for the promotion that Paul was talking about earlier, Sergeant. It was our understanding, the chief and I being that this is in the budget for 19. The lieutenant and this is in preparation of a lieutenant's position to backfill that sergeant. So I guess there's some confusion whether that's in the budget or not, but we were under the impression it was.
Oh, yeah, we figured that.
it
We
is.
figured you'd think it is. We'll get to the bottom of it.
So that's it. We held a panel. We have the
You do?
officer. Yep,
Okay, great.
that was done yesterday.
Excellent.
I can let you know if you want. It's up to you guys or.
No,
Hold the
'cause if
surprise.
something doesn't go right, then we've been burned that way before, right?
Yeah.
Do you have something with radios too?
Yeah.
Does
we had
anybody know what it
to-
is?
So that was radios, that's just finance approval.
Okay.
It's a Band-Aid to get us through until the county system comes on board.
I just wasn't sure because there was no number with it, so I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. It was just finance.
Yeah, it was
Great.
like 3,500, so.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Sorry to make you wait so long for one.
Thank you. Okay, last up, Laura Robertson.
So number 18 is a resolution to make a recommendation for the Knott Street Improvement Program. We had that on as very tentative. We sent out an email to residents, just trying to get an idea of what their thoughts were on the presentation that the county did. I still have to compile all of those comments and send them to the town board and take a look. And I don't know if we had a chance to discuss it at the Highways Committee because I wasn't able to go to that. But theoretically, we want to take a look at all the recommendations that we've gotten and coordinate with all the department heads and then maybe give a recommendation to the county on where we want to go with that project.
So do you want to go through everything first and then kind of give us an indication if you think we can do this by the end of the month or if we should do it next month?
I mean, my guess is it's probably next month because I have a lot of comments and it's going to take a little while to go through. And I do want to make sure that we coordinate everything with all the relevant department heads that we have in the town, which takes a while.
Right. I know Matt has had concerns.
Yeah.
And you know,
My
nobody-
guess would be it's probably next month, but we did have it on my committee. It is tentative.
So do you want to,
but
yeah, so do you want to just gather up everything again and then we'll just put it on
for
my
November?
two committees and your committee and we'll,
I think we
okay,
should do that.
fine.
I think we would like to read the comments
Yeah,
if you
I was
compiled.
gonna compile them
Board
all into a
members would
PDF.
really like to
Yeah.
take a look at those.
So I know the comment period is now closed, but I even got an email this morning that was very long and thoughtful. So I just want to make sure that I've got all the comments and I'll PDF them into one document and then send them to everybody. And then we can sort of have a roundtable.
Thank you,
I
Laura.
mean, we've all been talking to people out in the community, but it's important for us to see what those written comments were as well.
Yeah, and Alexis was just saying, we have the public hearing on the ADA transition plan that's coming up and potentially some things in the Knott Street Improvement Program can help us with the ADA transition plan.
yeah.
So we can coordinate them all together. It might take a little time, but I think it's worth the time.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And number 19 is a resolution to accept certain streets within Harmon Grove by Amador Homes. I think we have that one ready. I know you got the easements from them, right, Paul?
I did.
Yeah, and so I think that one, it's been hanging out there for a little while, but I think we're ready. And so that would be to accept, I think the roads are Bergen and Aspen, and then there's a tiny little stub that connects over to Schwaber. So we would be accepting those new roads out off of Balltown Road.
Okay, thank you. Can I just ask if you know off the top of your head how many houses have been built already over there?
Just one. They
Okay.
aren't allowed to move beyond one without a full bond, and usually
Okay.
they have to do their final subdivision and come before the town board to have the road accepted. They have bonded, and they do have a building permit for a second. But right now there's only one. Like if
So
you
it's
drive
just the
back
one
there, there's
house.
just one little house on the corner of Bergen and Aspen. That's it.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Great,
Laura?
thank you. Okay, Seeing no further business, before I motion to adjourn, I'm going to motion to bring us into executive session pursuant to Public Officer Law, Section 105, subsection F. So if I could have a second on that motion?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor signified by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, at the conclusion of executive session, I
Can you-
will adjourn.
Can you,
So for now, we are done discussing any town-related business,
thank you.
and we will be adjourned after the close of executive session. So everybody have a wonderful evening.